My name is Roland Martz. I came to live in Hong Kong in 1977, a good 40 years ago today. I just recently finished the final draft of a book called A Shadow of Red, which showcases a small collection of ivory pieces carved during the Cultural Revolution in China from 1966 to 1976. I became interested in Chinese art early on in Hong Kong, and every free minute I was looking through antique shops for pieces that interested me. And one day I came across a piece carved in ivory from China that I had never seen before. It was very different. It was carved in a very revolutionary style, and I bought that piece immediately. I then became very interested in the subject and kept an eye out for more pieces, but I soon realized that it was very hard to find them. I started searching in 1982, and by 1985 I had amassed a small collection, but I simply could not find any more pieces, and that was it. I got inspired writing a book about the subject simply because I could not find any information anywhere on the internet or from any museums. I bought many books that were dealing with the subject of art that was created during the Cultural Revolution, but even in those books I haven't found a single piece of ivory carving produced during that time in China. But I was very lucky in that I was introduced to a professor at the Shanghai University who was teaching art and sculpting. So when I showed him photographs of the collection of ivory carvings that I had, he became very emotional. It touched him deeply. He had never seen anything like this before. He immediately could tell me a story about each and every piece in my collection. Today, ivory and ivory carving have become a bit of a controversial subject, but we must keep in mind that these pieces that are showcased in the book were produced during 1966 to 1976, almost half a century ago, in a very short period of time in China. The Cultural Revolution. The Cultural Revolution hopefully will never return, it will never come back, but it has affected almost everybody growing up in China. It was a very interesting period of time in the early 80s to see what the artist produced, from pop art, from political art, even going back to subjects from the Cultural Revolution or taking Mao Zedong and pairing him with Marilyn Monroe, etc. But the Cultural Revolution was gone. Anything that was produced during that period of time that we could call art or propaganda has disappeared now, and I believe this makes it important to preserve at least this genre of ivory carving from the Cultural Revolution in my small collection, and with this book, A Shadow of Red.